Today we're going to be talking about texture, and there's two different kinds of texture. There's visual texture and physical texture. Visual texture is where you can see it, but you can't actually feel it. So this man's beard looks soft and fluffy and fuzzy, but when I feel it, it doesn't actually feel that way. You can see all these different types of textures like hard and woven and jagged and rigid and bumpy and soft and rough and smooth. Those are all textures, but I can only see them with my eyes. That's why they're visual textures. Today we're going to be looking at visual texture. A physical texture is when you can actually feel it. This is actual cotton that I can feel. This is a painting that when I feel it, I can feel it's actually rough. It is actually scratchy. It is actually hard. It's actually bumpy right here. Those are physical textures. But today we're going to be looking at visual textures with a V, visual texture. So here are some visual textures that we're going to be trying to make today. Things like slimy and bubbly, spiky, fuzzy, wavy, which isn't a real texture, but it is a visual texture, rough, foamy, scaly. We'll even look at more like this one has icy and hard. This one has hair in it, bumpy, and even a made-up texture, again, like this one here. So now we are ready to make our own visual textures. So we have a paper that looks like this, and let's get started. I'm going to make a few with you, and then I'm going to let you make up a few of your own. Let's start off with slimy. Slimy, we're going to start here, and we're going to come down and around like a raindrop, and then back up. Then we're going to come down, we're going to wave, and we're going to make a circle here and come back up. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make it a wave, we're going to make a circle, and then come back up. And then we're going to wave to the edge. That's slimy. We're even going to make one little slime drop like a raindrop or a teardrop coming down. To do bubbly, it's very easy. You just start off by making a few circles, like 3 small ones, and then maybe a bigger one, and maybe even a bigger one. Then maybe we even make one big one that's coming up off the page, looks like it's floating up. We can even try to do 2 here, one overlapping the other. One there. Next, we're going to do spiky. Spiky is easy. We're just going to come up like a triangle that's very thin. And we can even shade in the top of it so that it looks more spiky. We're going to do the same thing again. Maybe even a small one. And then again. We can even make a few come in from the side if we wanted to. These are all just triangles. Take your time and make yours look spiky. To do fuzzy, we can just kind of do things in all directions, maybe even some squiggly lines in all directions, and maybe even a light circle in the middle. And that's kind of looking fuzzy. We can just do this over and over and over so that it looks fuzzy. Okay. Now for the last ones, for the other half, I want you to try to make up some of your own. You can copy some that are here, or you can make up one of your own. You can do wavy or icy or rough or foamy or hard. You can do a tree that is rough or even scaly. It's up to you. Now, I want you to try to think of something that's creative and make your very own. And after that, we will color them in. Take your time and make it look nice.